What's up, my peeps? Time for a brand new episode of WWE Mayhem, and in today's episode, we finally got the Backlash update. Now, we don't have Backlash update, so it's not out yet, but should be out this week, sometime this week. Not sure when, but we do have a couple new things here, and also some more information in regards to Alliance Mode, which supports what I've told you guys time and time again. So, before we get to the Alliance stuff and before we get to the brand new trailer for Bret Hart, let me go over the event schedule for Technician Week. Let's go. So, titled Technician Week Event Schedule. Hello Mayhemers, welcome to Technician Week. So get your Technician Superstars ready and earn some awesome rewards, including the Hitman himself, Bret Hart. Also, this is the first week of our new schedule. We've changed things up in order to offer better and more interesting events. Enjoy. First things first, guys, you will notice that, by the way, all week, of course, is a sampler, but you will notice that Backlash is not on Monday or Tuesday, so they're not going to go ahead and put in Backlash as soon as possible because we didn't get Backlash on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday due to the delay in the update. Instead, there's a slight change there when it comes to Backlash. Instead of getting just Backlash, it's going to be the Backlash recap, although I'm pretty sure the recap is pretty much going to be the same Backlash that we were supposed to get. Kind of. Because also, instead of getting 3 Backlash events, we're actually getting 2, at least according to the event schedule. So there's a change there too in terms of the amount of Backlash events that we're going to get this week in Technician Week. So on Monday, we get SmackDown. Technician, man, I'm screwed for Technician Week. My top technician is still a 3-star Randy Orton, who might be leveled up. I'm not sure, I haven't checked, but I definitely know he's not ranked up, and I don't feel like ranking him up, but I might have to here. Anyways, so Monday, SmackDown Technician, and then we get a gold event, Gauntlet, for technicians, and then we get Brawler Daily. Let's move on to Tuesday, because by the time you're watching this, it will be Tuesday, and Monday will have passed. So Tuesday, we actually get the NXT event. So that is different than in the past. In the past, I think the NXT event was it Wednesdays or Thursdays? I think it was on Wednesdays. But anyways, Tuesday, NXT 1 and 2 star. So don't expect the greatest of rewards, as I always say, when it comes to open to all, when it comes to 1-star, 2-star events, they usually tend to have very minimal amount of keys in terms of rewards. So yeah, NXT Wildcard Daily. On Wednesday, we get the Icons event, and this one is going to be Technicians only, because it is Technician Week. And speaking of Technicians, it also happens to be the day that we get the Technician Daily. On Thursday, assuming that we get the update by the time, Thursday comes around, which I hope we do, Thursday is the first of 2 Backlash events. It's going to be a Backlash recap, open to Technicians only, so 1 to 4 stars, but only Technician Superstars. Along with that is a Mayhem event, 3 and 4 stars, so this one doesn't seem to be Technician specific, but more so, or just star specific, just 3 and 4 star superstars, so likely, a decent amount of keys and also some tier 3 dumbbells along with that, and then a rank up event, 1 star, and a Powerhouse Daily. Then at the start of the weekend, on Friday, we get a Bret Hart event called Bret Hart Highlights, and this will be open to technicians only. Once again, it is Technician Week, and a Raw recap also open to only technicians, and a High Flyer Daily. Now here's the thing, the Friday Bret Hart event doesn't seem to reward you with Bret Hart, because on Saturday we get the Earn Bret Hart event, so I'm pretty sure you earn Bret Hart in this event, and likely the Friday one, just like the Kevin Nash and Razor Ramon events, or Kevin Nash and Razor Ramon weekends, the first event featuring Razor Ramon and Kevin Nash was just an event where you could face off against Kevin Nash and Razor Ramon. You couldn't get them, and then the events on Saturday and Sunday, those were the ones where you could actually get Nash and Razor Ramon. So it seems to be the same case here. On Friday, you get to face off against Bret Hart, and then on Saturday, you get to actually get Bret Hart for completing the event. My guess is this Earn Bret Hart event is gonna be just like the Nash and Razor Ramon event, where the Superstar and normal difficulties are likely gonna be locked, and you'll have to go through beginner to unlock normal, and go through normal to unlock superstar. That's my guess. I'm thinking it's going to be that way. And then we get the second Backlash event, once again a Backlash recap, and this one is actually going to be open. So no technician required and no 3-star required. It's open to all, so likely a very small amount of keys in that one. And then a SmackDown Live recap only for technicians, a skill event, Mankind. Okay. That one's interesting. Skill event, Mankind, technician only. Not sure if they mean Mankind the Superstar, because Mankind is a wild card. Maybe they do mean Mankind the Superstar. Maybe he's going to be featured in this. Maybe he's going to be the champion, but you can only use technician superstars. I don't know. Possibly. I mean, since Mankind is a wildcard superstar, he actually gets the class bonus against technician superstars. So that is a possibility. Maybe it'll be an event where you have to go through it with technicians taking on wildcard superstars. So, you know, you're going through superstars that have a class bonus against your technician superstars. We'll see. And then Showman Daily on Sunday, we get a Mother's Day event. Okay. And this one doesn't say if it's, you know, 1, 2, 3, or 4-star technician, so I'm assuming it's going to be open to all. And I'm thinking it's going to be a hard event where basically you're getting, you know, health packs. That's my best guess here. And then we actually get the start of Wildcard Week, which that I'm looking forward to because I'm good when it comes to wildcards. I've got 3 4-star wildcards in Jericho, Kane, and my best one, Ric Flair. So I'm good for that one, but that's, you know, on Sunday, and we get United Daily. So it's going to be a decently stacked week when it comes to events, especially on the weekends, more specifically on Saturday. But now I want to get to the latest message about Alliance Mode. So I've said this countless times. I've said that don't expect Alliance Mode out of nowhere. It's not going to be in the Backlash update. It's not going to be in some random update just by surprise. They're going to let you know when Alliance Mode comes out before it comes out. It won't be there by surprise once again. So, Reliance Games posted up a message that actually supports what I've been saying, and they said, Alliance Mode is still in development. We will send out information regarding its features before it goes live. It will not be a surprise. So there you go. You will know before Alliance Mode arrives when it's gonna arrive. It won't just be in there as a surprise. Alright, now let's move on to the latest gameplay trailer for Bret Hart's finishers. This is like the first full footage of Bret Hart gameplay. Yesterday I showed you guys a trailer of Technician Week, which showed a small tiny little snippet of Bret Hart putting in the sharpshooter, but it was like 1 second or maybe a second and a half or something like that. This is actually full footage of both his finishers, and first things first, I was right. I predicted that his second finisher would be the pile driver, and indeed it is. So you see in the footage, which I'll show on the screen, first finisher is a pile driver, and it looks to be the same pile driver that HBK's got, but of course afterwards you get a Bret Hart specific taunt. And then the second finisher, we all know what it is, the sharpshooter, which seems to be the same sharpshooter that's currently in the game, but you get a Bret Hart taunt afterwards as well, where he puts on the glasses and you get the pyro in the back. So, yeah, Bret Hart definitely does seem like, you know, an easier superstar to put into the game just because the moves that he's got, or the signature moves, were already in the game. While somebody like a Shelton Benjamin, Ty Dillinger, Mark Henry might be more difficult or might take some more time, I feel, because they've got moves that aren't currently in the game. Like Shelton's got the pay dirt, he's got the T-bone suplex if they decide to use that as the second finisher. Mark Henry has, of course, the world's strongest slam, which isn't there in the game currently, and also a bear hug if that would be his second finisher. And Ty Dillinger, of course, has the tiebreaker, which also isn't in the game. Although going back to Mark Henry for a second, if they do choose like a world's strongest splash as a second finisher, then I could see them using the current splash in the game and adding in a Mark Henry taunt. Although personally I prefer a unique splash animation for Mark Henry, not just a different taunt or an added taunt afterwards. And I almost forgot about this, but while I did go over Bret Hart's signature moves, which were shown in the video, what was also shown is Bret Hart's strikes. The good news is he's got the quick strikes, but I was a bit surprised. I was actually expecting the Austin type of strikes, or the, you know, Roman Reigns type of strikes Instead, he's got the quick strikes, or one of the quick strikes, but he's got the AJ Styles type of strikes, the one with the dropkick in there, the Dean Ambrose type of strikes, which is fine too. I personally prefer the Austin type strikes with the backhand in there, but in my opinion, they're both better than the slow strikes. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this episode. There's a good chance that tomorrow I will be doing a loot opening, so stay tuned for that if you're a big fan of loot openings. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button down below. And with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.